Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you on Southeast Texas Express, your Roku access for weather in Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana. Facebook as well on our Southeast Texas Express Facebook page, and on YouTube if you're a fan of the YouTube platform. Make sure that you like, follow, and stream us on YouTube as well. We're coming to you live from our weather center that's provided graciously by the folks at Christus, Southeast Texas. We're on the 5th floor of the Wellness Center building, if you're familiar with that, right off of East Tex Freeway, and right next to Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital. We're looking east from our vantage point. We can see the helipad. Helicopters inbound. We've got the crew checking it out. We see the partly cloudy to mostly clear skies that are about over Southeast Texas at this point. Let's take you across to the hospital tower, which again faces south from our vantage point at the studio. The partly cloudy skies are evident here as well. And one final look at our, let's see, need to get our East Tex Freeway camera. There we go. East Tex Freeway travels as far as vehicles are concerned. No problems there. And you can see, again, it's a pretty cool view to check out treetops and see whether or not we've got any type of wind activity. And right now, it is extremely light as far as the winds are concerned. Right now, we're looking at temperatures holding at 83 degrees. We are partly cloudy. 88% on our humidity reading, and right now winds north-northwest. Well, calm winds actually. We did see a little bit of a northerly breeze. Helped usher in a little drier air, at least for the morning hours. We'll certainly see that changing as we near lunch and just after lunchtime. Regional satellite imagery still shows we're under the effects of high pressure. Gosh, we've been hand in hand with this ridge of high pressure, especially in the mid and upper levels, that has continued to keep us very quiet, very stable as far as our weather is concerned. We are seeing a few more clouds build their way in. Now, yesterday we did see a few pop-up showers down along the coast. We're not going to rule that out again today, as the sea breeze could kick in a few isolated showers as we near, say, 2, 3, maybe even 4 o'clock. This afternoon. Here is our X-ray Doppler radar provided by Sam Trevino and the gang at Roofing 911. And you can see a few small areas of rain down south into the Gulf of Mexico. Might have some also going on around Galveston Island or even the beach. So make allowances for that. Know that we've got that at least possible as the day progresses. We also have a heat advisory in effect for all of Southeast Texas, all of Louisiana at this point, where again we're going to be seeing our dew points on the rise. That's going to allow our heat index readings to be a little bit hotter than what we have been seeing in days past. So remember the drills, right? Stay hydrated, seek shade, take breaks periodically, and check on your pets as well. If they're outdoor animals, make sure that they have plenty of water to stay hydrated themselves, and change the water out in that water bowl. We always say that because it heats up fast. 83 here at the Wellness Center under partly cloudy skies. We're the same at Port Arthur. Jack Brooks Airport checks in 83, 81 in Orange, 84 in Houston. Conroe checks in 78 right now in College Station, back up to 81 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tropics, again, we're nearing the peak season, right? And we do have tropical information to tell you about, and this in the form of Tropical Storm Ernesto. You can see the coordinates 16.6 north, 61.6 west. And it is sustaining winds around the center of circulation at 45 miles per hour. It's moving west right now at 18 miles per hour, but expected to make a more northerly turn during the next 24 hours. Wanted to dot just a few bits of information that I'm not able to relate to you a lot during our regular broadcast. But right now, with Tropical Storm Ernesto, we have tropical storm warnings in effect for St. Kitts, Antigua, St. Martin, the British Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. It's expected to move across portions of the Leeward Islands not only this morning, but later on this afternoon. And the U.S. and British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico by this evening. After passing Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, it's expected to turn northward over the western Atlantic, and at that point possibly turning into a hurricane by the, well, you can see the timeline here. We've got it as a tropical storm through Wednesday. Thursday, a Category 1 hurricane. Friday, maybe even a Category 2 hurricane, where it remains through Sunday. So we're going to keep track on Ernesto. Ernesto is expected to bring some excessive rain amounts to portions of the tropics, 1 to 4 inches for the Windward Islands and 2 to 4 inches for the eastern Hispaniola. So we'll watch this, obviously, and let you know of any changes and the current whereabouts of Ernesto as it makes its way through the rest of the week, right here at Southeast Texas Express. A little closer to home, we are going to be watching we have been watching, actually, a frontal boundary that has been hugging the coast, now has eased off toward the east. The system, or at least the boundary that's well north of Texas, not going to make a lot of progress south as far as affecting extreme southeast Texas. A little closer to home, we've got that boundary that we spoke about, the last remnants of it over the panhandle of Florida. But again, temperatures in the low 80s all along the coast, upper 70s and mid 70s areas north of, say, the Lakes region. So again, we're really not going to be looking at a lot of change as we face the next several days here in southeast Texas. The boundary, again, just stays meandering north of us, eventually eases off toward the east, but really doesn't affect that high to allow enough moisture to provide for any type of extensive amount of rain activity. And the heat will continue as well here along the Gulf Coast of Texas, Louisiana, and that's going to go all the way up into the lakes too. So yesterday we peaked at 98, started the morning off at 77. You can see our record high of 103 set back in 1962, and of course no rainfall detected at the Jack Brooks Airport. Forecast for today is going to continue to call for a partly cloudy sky. We're looking at a high of 96, overnight low of 78. Wednesday and Thursday, really more the same. We're going to warm a little bit as we near the upcoming weekend, right? As we see Friday and Saturday making its way back into the upper 90s, overnight lows in the upper 70s. Hey, if you're on Facebook this morning and are able to, why don't you let me know about it? I'd love to tell you good morning. Love to. Let me grab my coffee real quick and say good morning to a few folks. We do want to remind you that if you're on Facebook and if you're able to, we would sure love for you to let your friends know to follow us on Facebook at Southeast Texas Express. Make sure that you find the page, follow the page rather, and set the notification bell to all. That way, whenever we do one of these weather updates, you're able to jump on with us. Let us know how the weather's unfolding in your neck of the woods, and also maybe ask a couple of weather questions. Checking in from the Mauriceville area. Let's say good morning to Rachel Ochoa Mayo, checking in from Mauriceville, as always, and she's exactly right. She is always spot on, loves to chat with us as far as the weather is concerned here at Southeast Texas Express. And again, we encourage you to do that as Rachel's doing. And Rachel, we want to encourage you to make sure you get on Facebook sometime during the course of the day today and encourage your friends to follow Southeast Texas Express. It would really, really appreciate it. Again, Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you on Southeast Texas Express. Make sure that you, again, encourage your friends to follow the page. If anything changes, we'll update you right here on Facebook and on your streaming Roku television channel as well. Again, Meteorologist Dana Melancon, thanks so much for letting me join you this morning on Facebook.